Hello, everybody. Hello. I just want to jump on real quick and really just share my heart and my thoughts around something that I saw. And so I am streaming on multiple platforms with multiple screens. So, hello to everybody on all the platforms. And if you see me look to the side, is because I'm giving eye contact to those streaming from this other platform on another device. And so, what I wanted to talk about, you guys know me. I'm Jamal Maxim. I'm an igniter of champion leaders, and I specifically am on assignment to help kingdom focused educators embrace the call or really step out of the classroom and go into leadership. But today, I wanted to talk about something that's different than leadership, different from education, but it impacts leadership as well as impacts education. And one of the things, and what that is this movement or this rise of New Age teaching and this rise of this belief in manifestation. And while I have taught on this subject in the church that I serve and serve as one of the leaders, I'm beginning to see this thing be more prevalent in education as well as in business and other areas of our society. I was scrolling online on a particular social media platform that I won't name at this point, and just and you know how it is with the algorithms on social media. They suggest certain videos based on what you follow. I follow a lot of business coaches. I follow a lot of people who speak encouraging words. I follow people of faith. And so, some kind of way, this one particular video came up in my feed. And what was on this video was a business coach. And the words that were on the caption, he said that he could teach anyone who wanted to work with him how to manipulate energy in order to manifest their desires and have everything they want. And what I find is that this is common. There are people teaching how to manipulate energy and teaching these manifestation rules and laws and principles in order to help people get what they want. People who aspire to school leadership are trying to manifest the position, or they're bringing in these burning chakras before class, or doing these things to manifest peace and remove and clear the energy of chaos, or clear rooms and spaces of bad energy. And then when in business conferences, it's the same thing. When they're talking about mindset, it's been mixed in with mindset and to manifest what you want, to manifest the business of your dreams and manifest your goals. Here's the problem with that. The problem is when you are, and this is what this individual did. He set up an altar and he had his candles and he had crystals and he burnt sage, right on the camera. All of this was in a short clip that I didn't even watch the entire thing. That was just the beginning of it. The problem is when we begin to allow those practices to be introduced in business. And if you're a consultant going into a school, or if you're a school leader or an educator and you think I need to burn sage in order to cleanse the energy and manifest what I want, it's harmful. That's the problem. That practice and practices like that are more harmful than they are good. They do more damage than they do good. You can burn sage all day and it won't cleanse the negative energy out the environment. Unfortunately, all it does is invite negative energy and negative spirits to be a part of the environment. So instead of ridding and cleansing the environment, you're actually inviting the disruptors of the environment into your space. Now, here's what I want to share with you. Coming from a loving perspective, I was raised in a new age, so I know what those beliefs are, and I know what it's like to do those things and feel like you are helping people and you're tapping into a higher spiritual force. But I also recognize the delivering power of Jesus, and I recognize the fact that the highest spiritual force that you can tap into is the Spirit of God. And the Spirit of God he does not need candles and sage, and he does not need incense or a specific type of altar. All he needs is a yielded heart and someone who's willing to speak with him and commune with him and hear his voice and not follow the voice of a stranger. And so when you want to get these things, the desires of your heart, whether it be you want to be a better leader, or you want to cleanse the atmosphere in your classroom, or cleanse the atmosphere in your school, or build your business, because I'm speaking to business owners as well in this moment, you don't want to try to practice manifestation. You don't have to manifest what has already been given to you. In the Bible, John 10:10, and it's quoted a lot, but I want you to really hear these words. Jesus said that the thief comes to steal and kill and destroy. He said, but he came so that we could have life and life abundantly. So the abundant life that you desire, the life of your dreams, the life of peace, the life of joy, the life of happiness, the life of excitement and fun, the life of fulfillment that you really want, that you really desire, is the life that Jesus gave you. He didn't give you, the life of God is not a life of sitting in church buildings as people have painted that picture to be. The life of God is enjoying him and enjoying everything that he has given us and fulfilling our purposes and destiny. Meaning we live and walk out the reason as to why we were born in the first place. So Jesus already gave it to you. So that next promotion, that peace you want to have in your classroom, that way you want to be as a leader, Jesus already gave you that. You don't have to manifest it. Because the deception of New Age teachings is that you have to do something or tap into a spirit to get what God has already given you. The only thing you need to do is posture yourself to receive him and all that he has given to you. In the Bible, in 1 Corinthians chapter, and I'm going to tell you the exact chapter so you can read it for yourself, in chapter 4. And in that chapter, verses 6 and 7, Paul is talking to the Corinthian church about thinking of yourself more highly than you ought to, or thinking that you're better than someone else. And he makes this statement that is so applicable not to just people who are prideful, but to people who have desires of accomplishing their vision and their dreams. It simply says this. It says, for who regards you as superior? What do you have that you did not receive? And if you did receive it, why do you boast as if you had not received it? So when he said, what do you have that you did not receive? He is unlocking and sharing with us the key to the abundant life that Jesus has given, the key to living the kind of life we want to live, the key to experiencing everything we want to experience, whether it be peace, joy, happiness, fulfillment in life. All of these things that we desire to have, the way to get it is by simply posturing ourselves to receive it. Going back to John, Jesus said that he came that we may have it, have life, and have it abundantly. He didn't come for us to read about it or to hear people talk about it or to see other people experience it and post about it on social media. Jesus came so we could have it, so we could experience it. And it's the quality of life that he has and that he lives and that is him in him himself. He wants us to have it in abundance. So your dreams of abundance, your dreams of prosperity, your dreams of being the type of leader that you want to live, be the kind of having the kind of success you want to have, having the kind of business you want to have, having the impact you want to have, fulfillment in life, joy, all of that Jesus gave you. All you have to do is receive it. So I encourage you to stay away and renounce and reject those practices of manifestation. You don't have to burn the sage. You don't have to light the candle. You don't need a special altar. You don't need crystals. And you don't need someone to teach you how to try to attract and manipulate energy. I understand the spiritual concepts of energy, but you don't have to manipulate something when God has already given you something to simply receive. And he's given you authority in the spirit realm, so you don't have to resort to manipulation. All you have to do is apply the kingdom principles of speaking, believing, acting, and receiving. So, I just wanted to share that because it was something that I'm seeing more and more prevalent. I'm seeing these kind of practices engaged in school systems. I'm seeing these practices engaged in businesses. I'm seeing them all over. And of course, yes, my area is leadership and my areas specifically is schools and businesses. But I'm telling you from experience, you don't want these practices in your life. And so if you are doing those things, if you are practicing those new age things, if you're burning sage and going to Reiki healings and doing all of that, if you need help getting out of it, you can reach out to me and I'll walk you through the process on how to really experience the life with God and the life in God that Jesus has promised you. If you're unsure about who Jesus is, because you may have seen people who are religious fanatics and judgmental, or you may have heard that Jesus, is not the Christ and that the Bible has been tampered with. I was taught that too as a child. But I'm going to tell you that I recognized that God sovereignly preserves his word, and that the thoughts of the Bible being tampered with and all the claims of it being tampered with are simply not true. And I will tell you that I had my own personal experience with God where I saw a vision and heard his audible voice. And he began to teach me. And he told me what was true and helped me to learn the scripture prior to me even going to a church building. And that was how I was able to feel comfortable and know that I was going to a place where I wouldn't be deceived because I had that relationship beforehand. So if you want to talk, because I'm not going to judge you for what you believe. I'm not going to judge you for how you are burning sage or using incense and certain candles and oils. I'm not going to judge you from that because I did it for 17 years of my life. As a child, all the way up until I was 17 years old, because I thought that was how I was supposed to communicate with God. I thought every spirit that came to me and talked to me that was kind and nice was from God because my heart intentions were pure. But I recognized that those same spirits that appeared to be nice were actually evil and deceptive. And the moment that I stopped submitting to them, they showed who they really are. And so I want to help you out of the new age, and I want to help you really experience the life that God has for you. And I want you to learn that the gift you have of seeing in the spirit is actually a gift that God has given you that's being perverted by those spirits, which are called demons that you're talking to. So reach out to me. You can send me a DM wherever you are seeing this, and we'll set up a time and I will talk and I will help you. Now, if you know somebody who's dealing with this, I want you to commit to praying, not bashing them over the head and telling them that they're going to go to hell or anything like that, because hell was not designed for them. And if you intercede for them and pray for them and love on them, they will not go to a place that wasn't made for them or designed for them, but they will go to the place that God has prepared for them, which is heaven, the world called heaven, which is real, because some may believe that heaven is a state of mind as well as hell is a deplorable condition. But I would tell you that heaven and hell are both real spiritual places, and that when we leave this physical body, we are destined to spend eternity in one of those places. And God has provided opportunity and has given an invitation to go to the place heaven, which is designed for our enjoyment forever. It is not us sitting on the clouds and singing all day. It is us enjoying together life with him, life with each other, eternally, without fear, without evil, without pain, without having to work or earn a living, because we'll all be taken care of by God, using our gifts and enjoying everything that He has created for us in the world called heaven. So, I didn't intend for this video to sound like a come to Jesus call, but I'm just sharing from my heart and sharing what God is having me to say in this moment. So reach out to me. You can go to jamalmaxim.org and connect with me there, or you can send me a DM on whatever platform you are watching this on, because I know I'm streaming on multiple platforms right now. But I want to help you out of the new age. I want to help you love on someone who you may know who's in the new age. And I want you to keep the new age teachings out of your business development, out of your leadership development, and out of education, because it doesn't belong. It is not just simply a different belief. It is a harmful belief that invites chaos, fear, and confusion, and will keep you from getting everything that you desire to get. When you're trying to manifest, it will actually block you from getting what God is trying to get to you. So that's all I wanted to jump in and share today, right now, because I know I actually have another live scheduled to talk about leadership on my IG profile. So those of you watching me on other platforms, you can join me on Instagram actually in the next 4 minutes, and we're going to talk about some leadership and why education desperately needs you as a kingdom leader, as a leader in education with a kingdom perspective, and why you shouldn't quit right now especially if that's not what God is saying. But I had to jump on earlier, like I said, because I saw this post and I saw this business coach saying he can help you get your dreams and help you get everything you desire if you learn how to manipulate the energy. And he was burning sage and had his altar set up. And I felt the need to really caution you, out of love and out of concern, to not go there. All right, so that's it. I'm going to see some of you on IG. I'm going to see you in the next 3 minutes. Everyone else, I will see you next time I go live. You can feel free to join me on Clubhouse tonight, right after my IG broadcast, where I'll be talking about the 3 dimensions of leadership. There's the skill, there's the gift, and then there's the theory behind leadership. All right, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.